What's up, guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. We have gotten our hands on some amazing footage for you today where we are going to take a look at its Axon, the 2023 Play Pokemon World Champion, running some Halloween Cup action with Guzzlord, Jellicent, and Nidorina as well. Nidorina is a Pokemon I actually have access to, and I've yet to make a video running it myself, so I am intrigued to see how Axon does with the Nidorina along with Guzzlord and Jellicent. So two fairly bulky Pokemon. I'm honestly not sure how bulky Nidorina is. If it's as bulky as Nidoqueen, maybe less bulky. But we're going to see Axon elect to take the Scizor and went for a potential catch. Unsuccessful. So this is not where Nidorina wants to be, but you're going to see just how quickly this thing paces to the dig. The team graphic looks a little off. We will recenter it there. And Nidorina unleashing the dig gets shielded. So a shield advantage here for a little Nidorina. Does Axon bother using a shield here or no? He does. Now you have to presume that Scizor will shield and farm down, which is a little bit concerning. But you do take a shield advantage here. Guzzlord also is right about at the crunch. Or is he? Am I mistaken? I forget. Scizor's got lots of energy, so gonna have to... Oh, no. Gonna shield the first. Oh, and catches. Notice how Axon actually did 2 hexes and then waited a bullet punch to make that catch. Very high level catch. And the patience here. This still looks kind of tough, though, to be honest. I don't know if he can pull this off. Because Azu should live 2 Shadow Balls. Yeah, assuming it's XL'd. Maybe they don't have Play Rough. That could be a win con. Okay. No Play Rough. Man, I think Axon's going to have to throw a Surf here after the Shadow Ball, though, to avoid taking another Hydro Pump. Surf. Oh, man. Did they get to Hydro, or is this just Ice Beam? Oh, it's just Ice Beam. I think they messed up. Do you do 1 hex and throw? Scizor comes in. Wait, is there a Charger Bug still there? Charger Bug go down to 1 hex? Charger Bug has a move. I'm tripping. That's right, because Charger Bug did 5 volt switches in the lead for double Scizor. And then saved the second Scizor. Well played by both sides. Axon's at 3296 elo, so playing some really high-level opponents. Tough lead. Gonna safe swap. Oh, wow. Do they know is the question. They knew. They tried to catch it on Golbat. So Nidorina's going to have to try and spam off some Poison Fangs here. Oh, gets a shield. Thunderbolt. Opponent was afraid of Thunderbolt. That's right. Nidorina can learn Thunderbolt. Shadow Ball knocks out. Jeez. That did a lot. In comes Guzzy Bear. The Guzzmeister. Guzzy Wuzzy. What's your favorite Guzzlord name? Let me know in the comments down below. I noticed Axon nicknamed him the Big Man, which I thought was pretty funny. Gonna take the Fang. Doesn't actually survive it. Putting it all on the back of Jellicent. And the lead was Mawile, so this is still very winnable. Because you just wall the Toxapex here. Gonna respect the charge move, though, with a shield. And it is a brine, a nice bait by the opponent. Knowing that Axon's probably going to want to shield there. Shadow Ball coming through. There's still a fully healthy Mawile lurking. But if you can get the Hex down here, you're in a pretty good spot. It takes Mawile quite a ways to get to its moves, assuming it's running Fire Fang or Ice Fang. It could be running Fairy Wind, though. I didn't really notice before. Okay, it's running Fire Fang. And this is just a pup. So knowing it's just a pup, Axon's going to take it. Does 1 hex, throws the Shadow Ball. Should only be 1 hex away from the next Shadow Ball. Boom! Opponent's trying to call the Surf bait, maybe as their only win con. And now Axon recognizes the fast move down. Has the double Surf, just needs to live 1 wing attack. Come on, Jelly. Oh my goodness. Mr. Jellicent. It is a Mr., right? It's a male. He's blue. Mr. Jellicent. How do you do? Wow, 2 epic battles. First one, opponent played it super well, just barely edged it out. Second one, Axen able to get the win. We've got the brothers, Guzzlord and Zweilous. They're not actually brothers, but they've got the same typing. Dark Dragon. Guzzlord a little bit bulkier. So I'm surprised that Zweilous... Huh. I'm surprised Zweilous paces at like the same damage pretty much. Oh, bold. Gonna come in with Jelly, go for a big Hex down. Probably have to respect the Dark Pulse here, though. Shields the Dark Pulse. In comes an opposing Jellicent, and this is amazing. Because you're already this much ahead of energy. You really have no reason to bait. Shadow Ball. Grabs the second shield. And you just shield this for sure, because you're going to get off your Shadow Ball. Even with the bait, yeah. Even with the bait, you can safely get this off. This should nearly knock out. Does knock out. And what's in the back? Toxapex. Okay. So this is pretty dang good because Shadow Ball's going to chunk and your Nidorina has Dig in the back. So the only way you lose this is probably if like Zweilous can get to another move, but I don't think that's going to happen. You swap in. Brian's a soft move, so Brian wouldn't knock out if they get there, but they don't even get there. Does Dig knock out from here? Super effective Dig. Not quite. Let's see how much a Brian does. Probably does like a little over half. Oh my god. Oh, I'm tripping. No. You're all going to make fun of me. You're all going to make fun of me in the comments. I was thinking the same typing as Nidoqueen. But it's pure poison. Oh my gosh. Let me have it. Let me have it, comments. I deserve it. Axen playing Alphafe, a well-known trainer in the community. Official caster for Play Pokemon. Swaps in Nidorina and is met with a Guzzlord. Now, can Nidorina flip this? Let's see if Axen decides to go for a Dig here or just go straight Fang. Gonna go for another Fang. And he should be able to reach a third one. So forces Phoebe to make a decision of whether Phoebe's going to try and hang on to Switch Advantage. And Phoebe going to go down a shield, but going to retain Switch Advantage. Has quite a bit of energy for this Guzz. Axen gets out of there right away. And it's a Wormadam. Now, this is a positive matchup for Jellicent because you resist all the charge moves, but the confusions do add up over time. Going for the Surf. This looks really good, actually, for Axen because now you can just tank whatever move is thrown here. Get the Hex down. And you're going to have tons of energy for the Azu. And this is a tough bubble down for Azu. If you're Azu, I think you just got to commit to the bubble down. Shield once, take a Shadow Ball, and hope you can bubble down before a third Shadow Ball. Okay, it does force a shield. I mean, that makes sense, too. There's still 2 shields to hide behind, so... Oh, and no Ice Beam for Phoebe. That's not ideal for him. It's going to pace a little bit slower. Does Axen get to another Shadow Ball? He does! He does, and now... his Guzzlord is actually going to be able to close out the Azu. Because with Play Rough, they're not going to be able to stack moves. And Axen's only 1 away from the Dragon Claw. Well played. Tough lead, tough swap. However, his Jellicent in the back was very free once the Guzzlord had been lured out. So, very well played. Next opponent. We're running Scizor. Scizor is one of my favorite Pokemon to run. Shadow Scizor. Pretty flexible in this cup. Has play against most things that you see. Opponent, they threw that Night Slash right away, I think. Or did they throw at 7 and I'm just tripping? Probably makes more sense that they threw at 7. They swap in Dragalge, which is odd, because now you're going to have to take a super effective Claw. Okay, you shield it. In comes Jelly. Dragalge's going to build up even past the Outrage. And now, do you respect it if you're axing? Oh, Gong Shot. That's resisted, but at least you shielded like a high energy move. Shadow Ball knocks out the Dragalge. Just getting off the Surf right away to pressure the final shield or knock out Scizor. Knocks out Scizor. What's in back? It's a Guzzlord. And this isn't great for Axin. However, he's got like 3 Pokemon still in some capacity to try and close this game out. Reaches the Shadow Ball. Opponent is forced to throw. They don't want to take that Shadow Ball. Claw does knock out. In comes Nidorina. And you probably just go straight Fang, right? Crunch. Oof. Crunch doing some serious damage. Poison Fang coming through. Ooh, is he going to hang on here? Is he going to hang on to get to another Fang? Claw, not enough. Oh, but... Oh, no. Oh, my God. That was so trippy. Did you guys know what happened there? It was the visual glitch. So the Dragon Tail damage didn't look like it registered. He swaps. It doesn't look like the Dragon Tail registered, but it actually did. It actually did. So the opponent's Guzzlord is at like 1 HP. And then one Sting... Oh, that's brutal if you're the opponent. Because you probably thought, because of the one-turn swap, the damage didn't register. That's what I thought. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Man, I got this footage from Axin. I wish I saw his reaction on stream to that battle. And since there's a pause in the Axin, a good time to mention, make sure to go follow Axin on Twitch. He's been streaming pretty much every day, very consistently. So, obviously, a great Twitch channel to go check out if you're looking to improve. And I think as Axin's been streaming more and more, he's been getting more comfortable, more entertaining. He's fun to watch. Guzzlord into Cofagrigus. This looks amazing. As long as you just maintain alignment, you're in a good spot, which should not be much of a problem considering Jellicent is going to resist everything that the Toxapex will throw at it. Just comes down to what's in the back. What could be like a core breaker to Guzzlord and Nidorina? A lot of you guys know from the classic Poison Double Dark teams that used to be popular with like Nidoqueen, Scrafty, Umbreon, that Poison and Dark complement each other quite well. Dark's weak to fighting. It's weak to bug. Poison resists fighting. It resists bug. Dark's weak to fairy. Poison's good against fairy. So they're 2 typings that complement each other quite well. Shadow Ball connects. Oh my gosh. The opponent knows if their Cofagrigus is lined up against Guzz, it's going to be not much use anyway. In comes Mawile. This is concerning. But this is where Dig is so nice. Ironhead doesn't do that much. Honestly, it looks like Nidorina can tank one no problem, like without even be threatened by the Fairy Winds. Dig gets shielded. Honestly, the opponent's only hope here is like playing out the 2s and then catching on your Cofagrigus. That's like their only hope. Another Dig coming through. Gets shielded. So their switch timer should be up after this. Axin's going to be well aware of that and might be patient before throwing. Oh, yeah. Just waited. Just waited till he saw the Fairy Wind. Dig incoming. Comes Coffin. The problem is Mawile is so low, it's going to have to expend a move to get rid of Guzz. Yeah. And then it won't have any energy for the Nidorina, so. G to the G. Bit of a core breaker in the back, but because the front two were pretty dominant, wasn't much of an issue. Guzzlord into Sabely. It's a Shadow Sabely. This is Dragon Silk as well. Another well-known battler in the community. Move coming through. Power Gem. Nice shield from Axon. Power Gem would have hurt. Going to eventually throw the Claw here to threaten the knockout on Shadow Sabely. Opponent lets it go. In comes Carbink. So going to pivot out into the Nidorina. And Nidorina going to do pretty well here. I mean, you spam to these super effective digs quite quickly. Rock Slide chunks for some neutral damage. Dig is caught by Cofagrigus. Wow. Interesting that they waited so long to counter swap. You feel like it would have been better to just come in Coffin right away, but maybe they have some reasoning behind it. Coffin, these digs aren't doing that much, so Coffin might actually live a dig from this range, but no, gonna shield, play it safe. Coffin gets a massive farm down now. This is a bit concerning. But because you saved the Guzz, you're actually fine. Now you can throw your Dragon Claw, threaten to get rid of this Cofagrigus. They let it go, and now you've got your Jelly against the Carbink, and this is a favorable matchup for Jellicent with those super effective Surfs. Gonna put up the Protect Shield, and it is just a Rock Slide. This could get a little bit dicey, I guess, since the opponent still has a shield. Could Rock Throws plus Moonblast be threatening to the Jellicent? Jelly's going to need at least 2 Surfs here. 2 Surfs probably still not quite enough, but it would put it quite low. So yeah, I think Acton's in a good spot because Surf will put this so low that they're going to have to expend a Moonblast to get rid of Jelly, and by that point, I think Guzzlord can actually just crunch for the win. Moonblast barely doesn't knock out. Goes for the crunch. And this will be enough to knock out despite being resisted damage. Crunch takes a bite, a big chomp of the Carbink. That would probably hurt your teeth considering it's a rock-type Pokemon. Next, Trainer has a tough lead for Axon. See, he's going to have to pivot into the Nidorina. Do they have a response? It's the Wormadam. Okay. So probably the best response to Wormadam, or sorry, to Nidorina we've seen thus far. A Wormadam going to heavily resist the Poison Sting's going to take neutral damage from Dig. Looks like Nidorina will reach a 3rd Dig, though, so Wormadam will have to throw to avoid going down a shield, and they don't. So Axon's going to be able to pick up an advantage here. However, do you just like sack? You just have to sack Guzz here? Yeah, just gonna have to sack Guzz and hope Jelly can like sweep. Ow, Bug Buzz hurts. Yikes. You know it's lined up against Azu anyway, so you just have to let it go. The Jellymeister comes in. Okay, Jellymeister a core breaker. Opponent is like triple weak to the Jellymeister. And they're down a shield, so this is not over. The problem is now you're going to be debuffed, and because it's your last Pokemon, you cannot clear this debuff, so this actually looks pretty tough. I feel like if the opponent's Azumarill has Play Rough, this game is over, but if they don't have Play Rough, oh, they shield. Oh, what? They shielded and they didn't even reach another move. So a bit of a mistake by the opponent, and now this has opened things up. I don't think it's over per se because these fast moves are going to add up over time. I don't think Azu's ever getting to 3 moves. Wait, what? What's the opponent doing, bro? What are they doing? Okay. Oh, okay, they were going for a catch. That makes sense. They're going for a catch, but Axon able to win this in convincing fashion. I think if the opponent just didn't shield their Nidoqueen, right? Because Nidoqueen never got to another move, then they would still have a shield for Azu. And maybe they were in a better spot. But you live and you learn. Guzzlord into another Azu. Axen's got to calm down. Is he going to overcome another Azu lead? In comes a Zweilous counter swap. Zweilous with that heavy hitting fast move damage of Dragon Breath, and also got a shield on the first Poison Fang. That's pretty nice. Because now you might be able to two-shot with Poison Fang after you got that debuff. Let's see how much this one does. Same type attack bonus. I think the next one threatens to KO because of these debuffs. Wouldn't be surprised to see a shield. Oh no, gonna let it go actually. Content with the shield advantage. Guzzy Bear. Going to Dragon Tail down. In comes Jellicent. And once again, it appears they don't have an obvious response to Jelly. The Nidorina doing a terrific job of drawing out the dark types. Oh, Greninja. Not sure that didn't just swap right away. Greninja's a great answer to Jelly. Lands the Shadow Ball. That does some serious damage. Gonna let the first Night Slash come through in case of a boost. Have to shield this because that Azu is still lurking and you need Jelly to get rid of it. Gonna Shadow Ball here. Another Switch Timer will be up if the opponent decides to shield. They let it go. They try to call a Surf Bait, perhaps. But Axen feels like it's over anyway, because Azu up a shield could simply just play rough and then get to a move on Guzz. Great lead in what I believe is the last battle of the video. Axen going to Claw right away. Since his opponent swapped in, he's able to Claw right away for proper timing. Claw connects. In comes Jelly. And going to take the first move on the chin. That's going to hurt. And probably going to shield this one up. I don't think he can quite Hex down. I think he's going to have to throw a Surf here. And now will the opponent bother shielding, or will they just let it go and take their... They're just going to take their shield advantage. In comes their own Guzzlord. Going to get off a Shadow Ball here for some chip damage. Now, this opposing Guzzlord could put in some work. Because you come in with Nidorina here probably to absorb everything and then hope your own Guzz can close out. But down a shield, this could be a little bit tricky. Because this bulky Guzzlord is going to inflict quite a bit of damage here on Nidorina. Poison Fang coming through. Do we see a shield come up? We do see a shield. I mean, I can't imagine opponents are too familiar with the damage output of Nidorina. Or even the moveset for that matter. Opponent probably was able to bank a Claw there. Gonna go for the Crunch. Crunch doing some big damage. And this Jellicent's only going to get to one move. And this looks pretty convincing now. And a nice way to close it out for the world champ. It's Axen with a very solid showing there. I believe this day he went 18-7 overall with this Nidorina team. So cool to have such great success in the Go Battle League with a fun pick that is Nidorina. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. Once again, make sure to go check out Axen's channel on Twitch. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe. If you are new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.